The Big E makes the Hall of Fame, and the Flyers sign a key part to their defensive core from last year for another 4 years. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Good, and welcome back to the channel. And the Flyers, hey, we've got some big news coming from this offseason. Is Eric Lindros, the Big E, makes the 20 is in part of the 2016 National Hockey League Hall of Fame, or not the National Hockey League Hall of Fame, but the Hockey Hall of Fame. Um, Eric Lindros and the Flyers signed Radko Gudas to a 4-year deal. I'll cover that in a minute. Let's talk about Mr. Lindros real quick. For those who were my age, I'm about 30, going to be 32 years old, but growing up in the mid 90s, Eric Lindros was arguably basically our favorite player growing up. Uh, I always enjoyed Lindros' style. He was a big bruiser. He was my favorite player growing up. In the 90s team, along with Remberg and Leclerc as the Legion of Doom. Um, it's good to see that Lindros is going into the Hall of Fame. It's well deserved. Do I feel that he should be going ahead of Mark Recchi and Jeremy Roenick? No, but I don't make the I don't make the announcements and I don't make the decisions of who goes to into the Hall of Fame. I do feel that he is deserving because he's on par with the same amount of numbers as Cam Neely, um, who is also in the Hall of Fame, and they're basically the typical type player. Cam Neely has more goals than Lindros, but Lindros averaged more a point per game throughout his career than Cam Neely did. Uh, that is where I feel that Lindros deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Going over the stats from I grabbed this from off there. Lindros' career resume: 13 NHL seasons from 1992 to 2007. Yes, we all know the drama with the Quebec Nordiques, but he was 8 with the Flyers. He won the Hart Trophy in 1994, 1995, and just 46 games that year. He had 29 goals, 41 assists, and 27 plus rating. It was funny because in 1996, 97, he only played, I believe, 65 games because he was hurt. I'm not sure, but he got he averaged 79 points that year too. I mean, so it's a point. He's a 1.4 points per game. He's 19th all time. 865 career points in 760 games. He won the gold medal with Canada in the 2002 Olympics. That's why he is deserving also into the Hockey Hall of Fame because it's not just your NHL career; it's also what you've done in international play with his World Junior Championship and with the gold medal. Yes, he never won the Stanley Cup. We all know about the 97 team, but he was a dominant force from 1992 to about 1999. In those 7 years, he was a dominant force. To win the Hart Trophy, yes, that's a major leap. I mean, to be the MVP of the NHL is a major leap. And he has his detractors. We all know how it ended with Philadelphia and him going over to the Rangers and then Toronto and then ending his career in Dallas. But his bulk of his career, and he was labeled, the next Mario Lemieux, and we all thought the torch was passed in the '97 playoffs with that. But hey, he is well deserving. Congratulations, Eric, into getting into the Hall of Fame. From me being from the Orange and Black Attack, been trying to keep it easy with the videos, but I did say if anything big came news. I know I'm a couple of days late, but I've been dealing with some family stuff. So congratulations, Eric, on making the Hall of Fame. Don't be surprised if the Flyers next year put the number 88 in the rafters. Ed Snyder, before he passed away, has always said if you make the Hockey Hall of Fame and you played a majority of your career in Philadelphia, your number goes into the rafters. I still feel that they will still hold to that. So congratulations to Eric Lindros. Hopefully your number will be in the rafters. Congratulations again for making the Hockey Hall of Fame. And now let's move on to Mr. Radko Gudas getting signed for a 4-year deal, 13.4 million each year. I'm not sure how the basis of that's coming out. Good to solidify the defense coming up next year. Right now, as is July 1st, since at the time of this recording, free agency has started. Some big names have gone other places. Milan Lucic has gone to the Oilers. Troy Brouwer has gone to Calgary, and I forget who it was that went to Boston from the Blues. David Backes went to Boston from the Blues. Victor Hedman re-signed with the Lightning. So Lightning and Steve Stamkos re-signed with the Lightning. Other than that, but the Flyers did sure up. They did put some tendered offers out there to Braden Shen and some other guys. Also, big news coming out from Detroit, from New Jersey and New Jersey and Edmonton. Taylor Hall goes to the Devils to for the Devils. I forget for Larson. So that was a one-on-one deal. I think Edmonton made a mistake there. That's a mistake. I mean, that's big news for the Flyers fans because Taylor Hall's in our division and we're going to see him 5 times a year. But the Flyers do re-sign Gudas to a 4-year deal. I like this move. Radko Gudas was always my favorite. He not my favorite defenseman because nobody's going to replace Ghost. But Gudas, he re-signing him, getting him back on the blue line, shores up our defense. If we have younger kids coming up, he's now somewhat of a veteran player. I know my buddy over at Shot for the Point, Tommy C, loves this guy's game. He's always calls him a big hairy ape, but it's a good sign that the Flyers signed Radko Gudas. That's going to be all for this off-season episode of Orange and Black Attack. If anything else breaks, if I get the chance to come on and do it, I will do that. So my 2 big stories right now is Radko Gudas gets signed to a 4-year contract extension, and the biggie Eric Lindros goes into the Hockey Hall of Fame. Congratulations again, Eric. It is well deserved. And if, as you guys don't know, the way I end my episodes, good night and good hockey.